Speaker, my question is to the Minister of Government and Consumer Services. Speaker, in response to COVID-19, Ontario's inventory of PPE and other critical supplies is strong, but it did not get that way overnight. At the start of the pandemic, we discovered the existing fragmented supply chain system put us in a precarious position. We didn't have guaranteed access to the products we needed, but our government quickly adapted, and in a cross-government effort, Ministry of Government and Consumer Services worked with Solgen to get masks to firefighters, with Ontario Minister of Agriculture, Food, Rural Affairs to supply the food industry, with Minister of Colleges and Universities to get med students N95s, and with Ministry of Children, Community and Social Services to meet the needs of women's shelters. The list goes on and on. On Monday, MGCS announced the next step in our coordinated effort to shore up our supply chain and ensure we are never left with low qualities again. Can the Minister of Government and Consumer Services explain how our new supply chain agency, Supply Ontario, will ensure that we have stable access to critical supplies?
Thank you. Minister of Government and Consumer Services.
Thank you very much, Speaker, and thank you to the member Burlington for this very important question, because I want to recognize the efforts of our ministries that have worked so well together to ensure that we modernized a fragmented system that had over thousands of entities purchasing, because now, through our leadership, our government, Ontario is going to buy as one. In short, Supply Ontario will lead by example when it comes to supply management, and we will manage inventory to ensure that we have the supply that meets our demands from sector to sector, ultimately ensuring that we have the resources to keep Ontarians safe and secure. It will leverage also the experience that we have of the businesses who stepped up during the pandemic and answered the Premier's call. And, you know, we also had hundreds of consultations whereby people wanted to be involved in this modernized approach to supply management. Supply Ontario's objective is simple.
Thank you very much. Thank you. The supplementary question.
Thank you so much, Speaker. This is very welcoming news. Speaker, by enabling our entire public sector to buy as one, it is easy to see that Supply Ontario will deliver better value to taxpayers. When people go shopping, they often buy in bulk to save money. They also often buy local. Looking to our education system, for example, it only makes sense to leverage the collective buying powers of school boards when building up needed PPE inventory and to give opportunities to Ontario suppliers. Can the minister explain how we are going to take advantage of this opportunity and drive innovation and economic development in Ontario?
Minister to reply.
Thank you, Speaker. And thank you so much to the member for Burlington for your interest in this important initiative. We all should be celebrating the fact that Supply Ontario will deliver for the first time the best value for taxpayers by sourcing high-quality goods at scale. And I can tell you from day one, we are very much committed to taking a regional approach and connecting businesses of all sizes and inspiring entrepreneurs, including small, medium, rural businesses of all sorts, to get involved and to have an opportunity to supply the Ontario government as well as its customers. By acting as a first purchaser, Speaker, for emerging technologies, Supply Ontario will pave pathways for innovation. We just heard the Premier moments ago speak about PrimeEd, a perfect example of a local, grown-in-Ontario company that stood up, and it's going to be hiring in full production upwards of 250 people in Cambridge. It's important to note, Speaker, Supply Ontario and the merits of employing a proper, modern supply management process has been well received.
Thank you.